I'm ready. Hello everyone, welcome to Sterling Channel 19 as we are here for a special rendition of girls volleyball between the Sterling Silver Knights and the Cinnaminson Pirates. And Sterling coming in at 11-6. We'll take a look at the BCL Freedom standings. The Falcons lead at 11-2 overall. Then behind them is Sterling at 11-6, Cinnaminson at 7-6, Collingswood Panthers at 7-6, as well as the Florence Flashes, Burlington City High School at 3-8, and Pensauken at 1-13. We'll take a look at the Sterling stats here. Aaliyah Herman leads the team in kills with 51, and Gianna Perez leads the team in digs with 135. Carly Rosenbaum leads with 80 assists, and then in aces, Laurel Conway leads with 47. Look at the Cinnaminson Pirates stats. Sammy Marescu leads the team with 81 kills. Catherine Duong leads the team with 76 digs. Nicole Howe leads with 119 assists. And Kazetti Quinn leads with 49 aces. As we're about ready to get underway here in Game 1. Sterling will start to serve. I'm Brian McLernan, joined here by Kevin Schulz.
Well, Brian, it shapes up to be a good match. You saw the first time these two teams went against each other on the 22nd of September, and Sterling came away with a 2-1 win. So this is one that's probably one of the biggest matches of the year.
They're actually competing for the division lead as Cinnaminson gets their first point of the game, and then Sterling will get it right back. Both points coming off of poor serves. The Laurel Conway to serve here for Sterling. As again, we get things underway in Game 1.
And Brian, we've seen so many times where teams give away points, and that's the difference between winning and losing. We've seen right here, both teams are doing the same thing. So maybe such a high caliber match, a big match like this, that there's a little bit of nerves involved here early on.
Oh yeah, for sure. We haven't really seen a true volley quite yet. And Cinnaminson gets the point right there as they take a 3-1 lead. Just a poor hit off of Conway. Nice recovery there, sent over by Rosenbaum. A little miscommunication there by Sterling will give Cinnaminson the point.
And the longest volley in a game so far, that there really haven't been any volleys, but I think that's what you need to get yourself in the rhythm, get some good sets, and obviously Cinnaminson got the point there, but Sterling was able to get a couple good sets.
So Sterling trying to get something going. Nice job there by Sterling to get the point there and make this game within 2.
And Grace Miller there was just able to tap it across and hit the right spot. How many times we've seen him not hit quite as hard, but just gets that good area.
So Cinnaminson not able to get it over, and Sterling will get the point as they're now within 1. Be Grace Miller to serve. Nice job there by Sterling. Nice kill there. That is Sammy Marescu.
Yeah, that's always a good set. Well, for Cinnaminson, Sterling had to dig. The nice return where you thought it was going to be a kill, kept everything going, but ultimately Cinnaminson was able to come away with the point in a volley where Sterling really came up with a nice dig.
Sarah Glisson serving for Cinnaminson. Nice setup there for Conway.
Almost a push there. Carry.
Nice volley here between both teams. And Sterling will get the point.
And when you see a volley like that, that's when you know both teams are starting to get into that rhythm. They're starting to communicate, getting the sets, getting the good hits over. And not to be lost there was Laurel Conway early on, had that real nice diving save that kept things going, which ultimately resulted in Sterling getting the point.
I think it got the fingertips of Mesta there at the end. So Sterling trailing 5-4 here in game 1. And a double touch will give Cinnaminson the point.
That's the dead giveaway here when you see that side spin. And you saw that right there, and that referee was all over that one.
Set up there for Herman. And that's going to have a little bit too much power on it. Lily Surma hit a bit too hard there. So Sterling again back within 1.
Game's had its ebbs and flows, shifts in momentum, but definitely a game where you're looking at two very good teams really battling it out here early on.
Here's Giannotti to serve. A nice tap there by Conway. We'll tie this game up at 6. So Giannotti again to serve. Nice job there by Sterling to recover. little bit too much power there by Conway. Will give Cinnaminson the lead right back at 7-6.
Just a well-played game in the last, say, 4 or 5 minutes, or I guess you would say 4 or 5 volleys. Neither team's given points away like they were early on. Really looking at two teams playing very well.
Yeah, because as you said, the game started off very slowly. We didn't actually get a good volley until it was about the 4th try.
Yeah.
Now both teams have started to find their rhythm. Nice job there.
And Brian, that's a good job by you saw right there. Obviously, Laura Conway came with the kill, but Allison Barker here goes with a front set. Previously, she did the back set, and I think that keeps the other side off bounce. They can't anticipate, and that's a real good set there, getting it to Conway, and she finishes it off.
It's an awkward hit there. It was off the hand of Allison Barker.
I think this is the best volleyball we've seen so far, other than take out those first few non-volleys, but as far as both teams really keeping these volleys going and playing well. Usually one team is doing much better than the other in the games we've seen.
Just some miscommunication there by Cinnaminson. Knots this one up at 8. I believe it was Kazette Quinn.
And to what I was just saying, the play like you saw right there with the miscommunication is something we'd see time and time over and over again. We're not seeing it. We saw it right there, but not seeing a whole lot of that in this first game by either team.
And a bit too much power there.
And the other thing we're looking at is the sets. We talked about Barker going to the back set, the front set. Carly Rosenbaum got that fake set. Again, doing a lot of things to keep Cinnaminson on the other side off bounds.
And the kill there by Miller, it stays in. And Sterling will take a 10-8 lead.
Now, Grace Miller really getting up there and well aware of what's going on the other side, and hits it to that good spot here to our near left side.
A bit too much power there by Mesta.
Is
Kazette Quinn.
Okay.
Serves it away for Cinnaminson. And that one will go out. Bit too much on it there for Sammy Marescu. So we'll have a timeout taken, I believe, by Cinnaminson. As Sterling has an 11-9 lead. You can follow us here on Sterling TV 19. Follow us on Twitter. Find out whenever we go live, all the updates for sporting events and such, as you can see Kay. A little finger point there at the end. Again, look at the standings here. If Sterling wins, we tie with the division lead. You can tie with Burlington Township. You look at the division record. Sterling up there at 10-2 in their division.
And one thing, another observation early on here is that compared to what we saw from Sterling last time, They're really playing a lot better right now. I think this is a team that had to, they said in the post games, had to patch up some things, and they're really doing that right now. Really playing as a unit, getting good sets, good kills, and really, in my mind, not even resembling the team I saw last time out.
Yeah, because Sterling, they had that rough couple games where they were struggling because they started out like 8-0. And they lost, I believe, around like 4 of their last 5. They were really struggling on holding leads and executing. But as they kept things going, they've looked a lot more complete as a team in terms of communication and execution. So, and it's showing so far today. They haven't really made many mental mistakes.
And they're going against a pretty good team. This has probably been consistently the longest volleys we've seen on, each as they get going through this game.
So a 13-10 Sterling lead. Again, want to remind you, Sterling and Cinnaminson did play. They played back on September 22nd. Sterling won in 2 of their 3 matches. All of them close. Sterling lost the first game 25-22 and won the last 2 by a score of 25-23.
Alex Arnold serving for Cinnaminson.
So that one goes out off the hands of Hannah Derbyshire. And Sterling gets their 3-point lead right back.
Grace Miller serving for Sterling.
Set up for Herman. She's able to keep it alive. One goes out, and Sterling adds onto their lead. It's now 15-11.
Nice job by Herman there at the net, kind of having to reach back, just tap it, and keeping the volley going. It looked like Cinnaminson had the upper hand.
So it looks like the referees are going to talk something over.
Not quite sure.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what they're talking about. I think they originally gave the point to Sterling, but maybe they meant to give it to Cinnaminson. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, okay. They're taking a point away from Sterling. Okay, and giving
they accidentally gave the point to Sterling, so
that's big.
It'll actually be 14-12
lead as opposed to a 4-point lead.
So now we're down to a 2-point lead. And Sterling not able to execute, makes this a 1-point game.
Brian, I have to give a Phillies update going into the top of the 8th. Phillies up 7-3. Okay,
I got it right here in front of me too.
I got it quietly following along.
Got to make sure they're going. Cinnaminson able to battle back as they tie it up at 14. It'll be Sarah Glisson to serve for Cinnaminson. Set up there by Cinnaminson as Lily Surma is able to tap it over. No one on Sterling was covering the shallow end of the of the court.
And she was well aware of what was going on the other side. And, you know, another hard fought for point by Cinnaminson. And we always say that's the killer. You give one away just when you feel like Cinnaminson was getting some momentum right there and getting ahead by one. Now it goes back to being tied.
So it's Allison Barker to serve for Sterling. You're in a 15-15 tie in game one. These two teams battling for the division lead. Herman sends it over, and Cinnaminson not able to recover it, and Sterling will take a 16-15 lead.
That's a good job by Herman. You know, most of those volleys were in the area close to the net. They're back and forth, and she realized it was probably a good idea to go to the far corner and was able to get Sterling a point to put them ahead by one.
And the kill there goes to Sammy Morerescu. Knocks things up at 16.
One thing you haven't seen is somebody go on a real long run here from the serve position. And I think that speaks to the caliber of each team and their ability to return good serve.
Nice recovery there, but that's going to go out. So a good effort there by Sterling, but Cinnaminson still takes the lead. It's now 17-16. Cinnaminson going to make this a 2-point lead. Sterling will take a timeout.
I think that's a good timeout there by Bill Scully. You know, Cinnaminson threatening to go up by even more than two. It's up by two now, but kind of starting to pull away a little bit from Sterling.
You can follow Sterling Channel 19. You can find us on Facebook. You know, find out when we go live, whenever we upload, some highlights as well, relating to any of our sporting events or any other events going on around the castle. Sterling with a trailing here by 2 here in game one, 18-16 over Cinnaminson. This match determines who will take the division lead. Sterling at 11-6 coming in, Cinnaminson at 12-6. And that one goes out, so Sterling gets the point.
Good timeout there by Bill Scully, because normally team goes up by 2. A lot of times he'll let them play, but I think he knows when to jump in and when to pull back, when to, you know, address things, or when to let his team just get themselves out of it. But that was, with the flow of the game, a good timeout.
Because at that point, Cinnaminson kind of had a little tempo going.
Sure.
They had something. They had something cooking there, but as you said, a great timeout there by Scully. As this game is now tied at 18. And Cinnaminson able to battle back and take the lead. Good attempt there on the block, but it does fall on the Sterling side. Conway gets the kill.
Yeah, this is a powerful hit by Laurel Conway. You see her get the real nice set from Barker and just overpowers that double block there at the net for Cinnaminson.
So Cinnaminson here with a 1-point lead over the Knights, 20-19.
This is number 14, Nicole Howe, serving for Cinnaminson.
Not a very good hit there by Cassette Quinn. So now Sterling ties it up here at 20.
And that's that one where they don't know if Barker's going to set it or hit it over net. She hit it over net and really, I think, caught Cinnaminson a little bit off guard, and it led to Sterling getting the point.
So a double touch there by Sterling will give Cinnaminson the lead right back.
And you'll see that side spin on the ball here, and that's always the telltale sign, the double touch.
Not a very good serve there, ties it up at 21. And that'll be Conway to serve here for the Knights. A nice block. No. Never mind. Cinnaminson gets the point. Couldn't quite see it there, but the ball did fall on Sterling's side. And I believe one of the Knights' hands hit the net, so another timeout here for Sterling as they now trail it 23-21. So if you're watching this on cable, you can find us on YouTube at Sterling Channel 19. You can stream all of our events. You can look through some commercials as well. And now I actually star in some of them. I'm an Academy Award-winning actor, actually.
If you may say so yourself.
Oh yeah, I definitely am. And there's some more commercials coming on the way where I do an excellent job in front of the camera.
I agree.
I'm breaking rules. I'm bullying people.
Breaking the rules.
I'm also getting bullied too.
Okay.
So I'm not always the villain.
Okay, you're playing both sides of it.
Might be able to see some of my acting experiences between games. Set up there from Maeston. Nice recovery by Cinnaminson.
Boy, what a play by Perez.
Kind of face planted there at the end. And that one goes out. So now Cinnaminson just needs one more to win game one.
Yeah, a real good volley there. It's just one you hate to see either team lose a point on, and Sterling just hit that a little long.
So Sterling trails it here by 3. And Cinnaminson will take game one here by a final score of 25-21. As we take a look at the final replay to get that 25th point there for the Pirates.
Brian, a great back and forth match, but you just felt like Cinnaminson really pulled away there at the end.
So we'll be right back for game 2 action right after this.
Let me see that ID. Let me see that ID.
I guess I forgot it.
Go ahead.
Wait, no, come on.
I go to the bathroom.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Sterling Channel 19. Here for some girls volleyball. I'm Brian McLaurin, joined here by Kevin Schulz. Cinnaminson won game 1 here of this volleyball match. They won it 25-21 over the Knights. So a win here for Cinnaminson will give them the division lead as Sterling's trying to bounce back.
We said Cinnaminson pulled away at the end, and you could see them when it was 18-16. They were pulled away. Coach Scully had the timeout. Then it was 23-21. It was the same type of situation. Tried another timeout, and yeah, they just couldn't hold off the onslaught of Cinnaminson really pulling away there at the end.
So we're about ready to get underway here in game 2.
And a long game, and I think, Brian, I think that speaks to the quality of play, the longer volleys that we saw throughout that game. From both teams really doing well in that regard. Really, it was a back and forth game except till the very end.
Yeah, it was hard fought by both teams. Again, until Cinnaminson just pulled away at the very end. So it'll be Nicole Howe to serve for Cinnaminson as we get things underway. Sterling's going to need a win here in game 2 if they want to keep things going. And that will stay in, according to the head referee, and give Cinnaminson a 1-0 lead.
Now we'll take a look at it right here.
Sterling was convinced it was out. It was close.
Yeah, that's.
I think it hit the line.
Yeah, it looked like it was. It looked like it just made it. Just hugged. Good call there by our official.
Not a very good setup there by Sterling, and Cinnaminson starting off with a 2-0 lead.
And when you lose game 1, you always want to, obviously in every game you want to get off to a strong start, but especially after losing a tight game like that, you want to set make a statement here early on.
That one just had a bit too much power on it. So it'll be Carly Rosenbaum to serve for the Knights. Nice job there by Sterling to come back and tie this one up at 2.
And if you look at body language, you got to even though Sterling losing game 1, they seem relaxed. They don't seem rattled. And really they shouldn't, because even though they lost that game, they played well.
And that one goes out, and Sterling will be able to take the lead. It's now 3-2. Maester trying to find the open area, but Cinnaminson not able to get it over. And Sterling adds on to their lead. It's now 4-2.
One of the few bits of miscommunication we've seen from Cinnaminson with that last replay, especially in the latter part of game 1 and as we've gone into game number 2.
So Sterling kind of on a 5-point run. And it will come to an end as it stays in, I believe. Never mind. So the run continues.
Overturned. Maybe they got a sneak at the Channel 19 replay. I don't know.
Maybe. So that time it does stay in, so Cinnaminson gets the point back.
But a nice little mini run all the same from Carly Rosenbaum at the serve position.
Also a little score update. Phillies still up 7-3 over the Braves in game 1 of the NLDS. Watch out, Sheree, you almost got hit by a volleyball.
Sheray's used to manning the camera and fighting off volleyballs, basketballs.
That one stays in. So now Cinnaminson is within 1. So again, Sterling with a 6-5 lead here in game 2. Cinnaminson won game 1, 25-21. Point there will go to the Knights.
Yes, and this whole match thus far between games 1 and early on in game 2 just doesn't have a feel for a game that you think might be one-sided by one team or another, or where one team could just pull away. Both teams are just too good.
Nice recovery there by Perez. Sterling keeps it alive. Can't go over, so Sterling adds on to their lead. It's now 8-5.
And I'll point to early on in that volley, a couple of real nice digs by Perez that kept things going, and ultimately they get the point off the double block.
So here's Conway. Cinnaminson not able to set it up. So Sterling with now a 4-point lead. What's crazy is I think that might be tied for their biggest lead. I don't really think any team has really gotten that far ahead.
Yeah.
Nice job by Sterling to extend this volley here. Set up for Conway. It stays in. Make it a 5-point lead for Sterling. It's 10-5.
Of course, this big lead has come on the heels of me saying neither team really seems like they're going to pull away. Of course, that happened.
And it must needed.
They must have heard me and said, we're going to prove this guy wrong.
So you can follow Sterling Channel 19 on our Instagram. See some behind-the-scenes photos of Tech Crew and all that fun stuff. Some sports behind the scenes as well.
2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, Brian.
Awesome. Thank you, Schulz.
Yep.
So Cinnaminson takes a much-needed timeout as they're going to have to try and regroup. It'll be Conway to serve. Hit off the hands of Catherine DeWong. Adds on to the Sterling lead. It's 11-5.
Brian, we're going to the top of the 9th.
Going to the top of the 9th.
Phillies up 7-3.
That's good to hear.
As Laurel Conway is serving.
Unfortunately, that lands on Sterling's side of the court. The little run Sterling did have comes to an end.
Just weren't able to get it there, but that double block's been a big part of this run that they've had, getting out in front by 5 at this point.
So another point there for Cinnaminson. Makes this an 11-7 Sterling lead. Cinnaminson able to keep it alive. And that one goes out. The hands of Miller. So we got a 3-point game here at the Castle. 11-8 Sterling. Sterling not able to recover. Now a 2-point game.
Well, you knew this Cinnaminson team wasn't going to go away easily. And just like that, they're within 2. I believe Sterling held a, was it a 6-point lead they got out?
Yeah, it was 11-5.
Okay.
And that will stay in. So Cinnaminson going on a little bit of a run. It's now a 1-point game. So it's Alex Arnold who's serving. Sterling able to bounce back. So it's now a 12-11 Sterling lead. Job there. That's by Mesta. Just an awkward hit up off the end by Duong. Gives Sterling the point. It's now 13-11. Miller will continue to serve. So that will go out. So for Grace Miller, when she was serving, she's 27 aces, which is 3rd on the team behind Rosenbaum and the leader Conway. Conway is 47.
And we were saying earlier, this is a tough game to get aces because of both teams' ability to return tough shots. And Miller's really hit some good balls where they're just hugging the top of that net, hitting them really hard, tough to return.
And that one can't go over, so that'll make it a 14-12 lead for the Knights. It'll be Sarah Glisson to serve. Set up for Mesta. Nice recovery by Rosenbaum. Set up for her, and not a very good job there. That's Alyssa Yeager, who couldn't get a good hit on it.
Well, we saw that a couple times in that first game, and early part of the second game, where you've got the fake set, they think you're going to set it and just tap it over the net. And just like those other times, Cinnaminson was caught off guard. Real nice play there by Rosenbaum to get Sterling up by 3.
So that just kind of froze up Laurel Conway there. 15-13 Sterling, your score here in game 2. Again, if you're just joining us, Cinnaminson won game one, 25-21. Really important match for both teams that will determine who will lead the division. As Sterling gets the point. Jordan Giannotti to serve. That one just stays in. Makes it a 2-point game. So is Catherine DeWong to serve for Cinnaminson. And that one goes over, so Sterling gets the point.
That's a big point right there, because it felt like Cinnaminson was just creeping back in this game. Sterling's able to maintain that distance of 3 points here at 17-14.
Set up for Conway, and it just goes out to put Cinnaminson within 2.
Yeah, the tough one about that was Conway was stepped up and just had to go back a little bit. Set had her going back a little bit, and I think it kind of made that difficult to accurately hit that one diagonally to the spot she wanted to hit it to.
Yeah, kind of took her off balance a little bit.
Yep.
So an awkward hit there up front will give Cinnaminson the point and make it just a 1-point Sterling lead.
Just a tough Cinnaminson team. Like we said, we've had leads of, I think our biggest was a 6-point lead in this game. A lot of 3-point leads.
Nice block. Nice recovery there by Sterling.
Unbelievable volley here.
And unfortunately there, Cinnaminson will end up getting the point. And they'll tie it up at 17.
Yeah, just a great volley back and forth by both teams. You're really having some good sets, good communication.
Conway sends it over, but it will go out. And Cinnaminson will get an 18-17 lead as it just misses.
Wow.
Wong in the right there in the back. Conway taps it over. Nice setup, but Sterling can't communicate. They freeze up. And a 2-point lead here for the Pirates.
Yeah, you feel like Sterling right now in the last 6 volleys had a few long ones, but in a couple of them they were a little bit out of sync, not communicating as well as they had early on in this game. And that's a big point there for Sterling.
Sterling able to bounce back as they're now within 1. Just a little Phillies score update. We're going into the bottom of the 9th inning. And Atlanta still up 7-3 over the Braves, which is great to hear. So Cinnaminson up here by 1 here in game 2. Nice job there by Mesta to keep it going. Covered by Giannotti. It's still going. Sterling gets the point.
Yeah, really tough at the net. You're going to see a save right here. I think that might have been, or was that early on in that volley, but Sterling was really good at net. You thought they were going to lose the point. Came back to get a huge point to tie things up at 19-19 with Carly Rosenbaum serving.
Rosenbaum can't send it over. She actually is second on the team in the aces with 44. Just only behind Laurel Conway with 47. So Cinnaminson up 20-19. Looking to add on. Sterling looking to knot it up. A nice tap there by, I believe that's Grace Miller.
Yeah, she was part of that volley that got things tied up at 19-19. Then a nice hit staying right at the net. She's really been strong at the net all day today.
Sterling will take the lead back. It's 21-20. Just couldn't go over the net. So it'll be Conway to serve. Again, leads the team in aces with 47. That one can't go over, so it's now 22-20 Sterling.
Good serve by Conway. Really getting it far back on that Cinnaminson end of the court.
So now Sterling here on a run. They just need 2 more to go to game 3. And a timeout taken by Cinnaminson it was much needed. Sterling is going on a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, just a case of them having a lot of trouble handling Laurel Conway's serve. So, but as we've seen, Brian, this Cinnaminson team's not going to go away either. Sterling got a couple different leads in this game, only to have Cinnaminson come back, tie it up, go ahead, tie it up, and Sterling tie it up. If you look at our upcoming TV schedule, tomorrow, Wednesday, is going to be girls soccer at 6 o'clock on the football field. Then Tuesday is soccer against Haddonfield. I believe that'll be back on the soccer field. Girls soccer team undefeated, really having a great year.
Yeah, they're at 10-0-1.
And they're headed to the prestigious coaches tournament.
And that point will go to Cinnaminson.
Yeah, it's a shame there because Sterling's really been strong at the net this whole game. And we're set with the double block, just weren't able to get up there and time that one. And Cinnaminson draws to within 2.
Nice job there by Cinnaminson to keep it going. Set up for Mesta. And not a very good hit. Cinnaminson can't recover. And Sterling needs 1 more to send it to game 3.
Yeah, just a real good hit to the deep corner right there. And Cinnaminson had no answer.
It'll be Grace Miller to serve. Set up for Herman. That is going to go out, and Sterling will stay alive. They take game 2, 25-21.
Well, just doing what they had to do to close things out against a very good Cinnaminson team. And Brian, this shapes up to be a real good game number 3.
So we will go to game 3 shortly. We are knotted up at 1. Game 3 action coming up right after this.
It's getting late. I should really go to bed.
Oh, what are you worried about? Come on, it won't hurt if you stay up another hour.
You know what? You're right. It couldn't hurt to stay up for another hour or so. What? It's already 1 a.m.? I didn't even realize it was so late. I'm telling her I'm going to bed. Oh my god, it's 7 a.m. Oh my god, ow! Ugh. Mom, I'm running late. Don't forget to pick up the kids later. Alright, I gotta go. Have a good day.
Judy, you should really take your hood down. I heard they're sending people to internal for an entire semester. Dude, that's just a rule. I'm not taking my hood down. That's stupid.
Hey, you know the rules. No hood. And where's your ID? Get to class.
How many times do I have to tell you? Get the hoodie off. That's it. I've had it with this hoodie business. Down the vice principal's office now.
Hello everyone, welcome back as we are here for Game 3 action between the Sterling Silver Knights and the Cinnaminson Pirates. Sterling was able to win Game 2 25-21.
I saw some good anger there.
Yeah, I think I'm a really good actor.
In the commercial. Nice job. Nice job. And a good job of a supporting acting job by Mr. K. He was showing some good anger too.
Yeah, Kay's always been a good actor. I've seen him acting commercials like for many years, so it's cool to see Kay acting and all these. He's great, but
he's got that go to Redmond's office.
You go to Redmond's office now.
Well, we've got a real good match here. We've talked a couple different times about how this match is much different than the matches we've seen early on in the year, and it speaks to their improvement. Oh, brother. And we just saw a 3-run home run by Atlanta to get to within 1.
Yay.
And we were talking about how we knew this wasn't going to be easy.
So as we're ready to get things going in Game 3, the Phillies up 7-6 over the Braves in the bottom of the 9th inning. It's never easy for them, ever. So it'll be Nicole Howe to serve for Cinnaminson as we get things going in Game 3. Whoever wins this game will take the division lead. Tied to the division lead. So a good volley here to start things off. Set up for Conway, and not a very good hit there off the hands of Sammy Morarescu.
And that's a good set from Barker to Conway. She was able to get up there and really fire away at that one.
Nice recovery there, but Cinnaminson will get the point.
Yeah, they didn't get the point, but a real good effort diving by Jordan Giannotti. You see her right here with the attempted dig.
So it'll be Cazette Quinn. Nice recovery there. Set up for Quinn, but she can't get a good hit on it. She's frustrated after that one. She knew she should have had it. It's 2-1 Cinnaminson. So as Cinnaminson gets the point, we just found out that the Phillies have won Game 1 of the NLDS against the Braves, 7-6, the final score of that game.
They didn't make it easy.
Oh no, especially from the 3-run homer from Matt Olson.
And I think if we thought we saw anger from you in that commercial, I think we would have seen it on another level. You would have to take the headset off.
Oh, for sure. I would have ditched this game and just go home and cry.
Followed by me taking my headset off. There might have been some dead air there for a little bit.
Nice recovery there by Conway, but the point will go Cinnaminson.
And you talk about adjustments being made. One thing I'm seeing from Cinnaminson is it looks like they're doing a good job of looping it over Sterling's double block. That was real successful for Sterling in the second game, and Cinnaminson's doing a good job countering, just tapping it over the double block at the net to get out to a 4-1 lead.
So that one goes out. Sterling gets the point back.
I can calm down, and I don't have the nervousness in my stomach that I had there for a little bit.
We can all breathe a sigh of relief. Here's Herman, and she gets the kill. Puts it within 1.
Early on, going just like this entire match is going. One team gets down, the other team fights back. Definitely not a match where one team's just going to pull away and just take the game away. These teams are just both been playing too well.
So that one just barely stays in, so the point will go to Cinnaminson. So the Pirates with a 5-3 lead in Game 3. And that one just does not go over, so Cinnaminson extends their lead.
Yeah, Herman just had to go back a little bit and kind of got thrown off a little bit. That's a tough one to hit.
Goes out. Sterling says it was touched.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to, it was touched. The one referee overruled the other one.
So after the ref had to overrule it, it's now a 6-4 game. Some miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Gives Cinnaminson the point back.
I think they're calling a timeout. Huh?
I'm not sure. I think they were just doing a substitution.
Okay. Coach came out. I thought he was pulling them off.
So it'll be Sarah Glisson to serve. Nice job there by Herman. She's able to get the kill.
And Cinnaminson, before that point, was on about a 6-1 run. But it seemed like Coach Bill Scully, things happened later on in the match, we'll call timeout, but early on, he really likes to have his girls play their way out of it.
Yeah, pretty much in all these games, Sterling has had to battle back. It's been every single time a team has had a lead, it seems like that other team will come back just like that. We've seen it from both sides. Nice recovery there. Perez falls and recovers it. Conway sends it over. Another nice job there by Perez.
I agree with you, Brian. This was a great job of Perez keeping it going. She's had some digs where she has come up. On the one a little bit before this, you saw her go back, keep it going, and what ultimately led to Sterling getting a big point to draw within 2.
Yeah, she's been all over the court today. She's done a very good job keeping plays alive and setting up some good opportunities for Sterling. It'll be Jordan Giannotti for the Knights. A little miscommunication there by Cinnaminson makes this just a 1-point game. Cinnaminson not able to keep it alive, and now the Knights have come back from being down 8-5 and have now tied it up at 8.
And that was one of the few times in this game that Cinnaminson wasn't able to get somebody right at the net to tap it over double block. Sterling very effective there.
Cinnaminson with a 9-8 lead over the Knights in game 3. Too much power on that one, ties it up at 9. That was Catherine DeWong there on the serve.
You know, we always talk about not having those giveaways or too many of them against very good teams in a tight match.
Long sends it over. Sterling can't recover. So just a little recap. Cinnaminson took game 1, 25-21. Sterling took game 2, 25-21. So we're now in game 3 action. Job there by Giannotti to keep it alive. Too much power on it. Sterling ties it up. And Derbyshire gets a little bit too much force.
Well, not a surprise that this game's gone pretty much like the whole match is gone. No team has really dominated the other team. Just good, solid volleyball with a lot of long volleys, a lot of quality play.
Oh, and just barely stays in. So Cinnaminson will take the lead.
Boy, that's just a real good shot right there to a perfect spot.
Set up for Mesta. Some miscommunication there at the very end will give Sterling the point. Just like that, we're tied up again.
And I think we're talking about the good volleys. It speaks to the improvement of the Sterling team, who has had a lot of girls. Some girls have varsity experience, but there's a lot of girls who are getting varsity experience the first time. And from the last time we've seen them until now, it's an immense improvement. And this is Laurel Conway getting a couple serves there. It looks like Cinnaminson is going to take a timeout. So
So again, Sterling with a 12-11 lead over Cinnaminson. You can follow Sterling Channel 19 on our Facebook page. Find out whenever we go live, whenever we post a new video on YouTube. See some behind-the-scenes information as well.
You see a lot of drone footage there. Mr. K is big into that.
Got it all.
There you see Laurel Conway, who right now has had a couple serves that Cinnaminson hasn't been able to handle, and she's primed to go on possibly a good run here from the serve position. That's something Sterling definitely needs if they want to try and possibly pull away here. Something that's easier said than done, because as you said, neither team has really pulled away in what's been primarily a back and forth match.
So it'll be Conway to serve. Here for the Knights again, she leads the team in aces with 47. Sends it away. Sterling again up by 1. Nice job there to battle back by Cinnaminson. Knotted up at a dozen. Sent up there by Herman. Rosenbaum sends it over. So that one will go to Cinnaminson. They'll take a 13-12 lead. So Grace Miller able to give Sterling the point.
And that's where Sterling has gone on some mini runs and been effective, where they've been really strong at the net, and Grace Miller has really done a good job at that today, as you see her serving right now.
That one will go out. Sterling will get the point. Now 14-13 Sterling.
Like a side spin to it there.
That's pretty close, but it does just go out. Here's Grace Miller. And Mesta just put a bit too much on it. Knots things up here at 14. It'll be Duong. Never mind, it won't be Duong. It'll be Sarah Glisson to serve. So Herman hits the pole there and gives the Pirates a 15-14 lead.
And you see these two teams going back and forth, you know, just in doing games over the last 10 years. Obviously, Sterling had the great run in 2014, but both teams in this conference that find themselves year in and year out at the top of the division usually. Two very good programs.
So Herman there was trying to look for the open space, but it just kind of went out there. So Cinnaminson with a 2-point lead at 16-14. That one goes out. Just like that, back to a 1-point game.
It was good getting Gleason out there. She's got that left-hand serve. You never know how, that comes off differently and make it a little bit difficult to return, but hits that long, and Sterling draws to within 1 with Barker serving.
Again, this is for the division. As the point goes to Cinnaminson.
And that's a good job of Cinnaminson recovering, because it came up a little bit short, really just got to an open area, were able to get it over the net, then kind of got themselves composed, came back with a good shot, and were able to go up by 2.
Blocked there by Sterling. Still going. Nice block by the Knights, makes it a 1-point game.
Yeah, you saw a double block over there by Red and Lincoln, and early on in that one, Lincoln, I think Herman, did a good job keeping one alive right at the middle net. So real strong play by Sterling at the net in that volley.
Here's Giannotti to serve. And that point will go to Cinnaminson.
Yeah, that's a tough one, because sometimes if you get turned around, it's very easy looking up to lose track of where you are in relation to the net. And Cinnaminson gets the point right there, but that's a tough one for Sterling.
Here's DeWong with the serve. It's not a very good hit off the hands of Cassette Quinn. Makes it a 1-point game. Here's Gianna Perez. And that one will stay in, hits the line. And that'll tie things up at 18. So Perez here to serve. Each team looking for the lead. And it'll be Cinnaminson's lead.
See what happened here.
A little foot violation. We'll get another look at this. Did you see right
yeah, okay,
there? Yeah, her
yeah.
foot stepped over on the other side.
Just over top. Good by the referee. Good job by the referee picking that one up. Good job by Mr. K and our camera people getting that one.
That one goes over. We're tied at 19.
Probably one of the best matches, not only this year, but in a couple years of us doing these games.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. No team has really had a chance to pull away, because once a team does have a lead, it'll either be Sterling or Cinnaminson who battles right back in the blink of an eye. Some miscommunication will give Sterling the lead. It's now 20-19. Sterling able to get a 2-point lead. It's now 21-19.
You have to feel like if Sterling gets one more point, you're going to see Cinnaminson call timeout right there, especially late in this game. And yeah, we're seeing it right now.
Oh, yeah, we're going to see it right now. Cinnaminson calls the timeout as they trail it here by 2.
And a good job by Sterling getting Laurel Conway involved in the net, at the net, and finishes it off. The kill.
You can subscribe to Sterling Channel 19's YouTube channel if you're watching here on cable. You can stream all of our games live on YouTube. You can also catch some highlights, some commercials as well. Cinnaminson taking the timeout as they trail here 21-19. Sterling looking to just get 4 more. As once again, Sterling can tie Burlington Township for the division with a win. And they will be co-champions of the division. So it's going to be a pretty intense final few minutes here in Game 3.
Rosenbaum serving for Sterling.
Nice recovery there. Diving play there by Mesta. We're still going. Unfortunate there, Giannotti can't get it over.
Yeah, a couple of run.
Now a 1-point game.
Perez there making another save, but obviously Sterling wasn't able to get it done. But boy, give credit to Cinnaminson. What they're doing, they did there. Sterling was at the net. They had a few loops. They tapped it over to double block to keep things going and ultimately get the point and draw within one.
So we're seeing what the ref's going to say here.
They're going to talk this one over.
Let's see did.
And let's see. We're going to look at this. And we're going to see right here as we go up. We look like we hit the net. Yeah, came down on the net. And Cinnaminson gets the point.
So a 21-20 Sterling lead. That one goes out. Sterling just needs 3 more. So close.
Probably about the third time we've seen some miscommunication from Cinnaminson, really hurting him late in this. And you got Laurel Conway serving for Sterling. Good double block there by Sterling.
Cinnaminson able to keep it alive.
They're going to get a good set here with Miller in the middle. Good return here by Cinnaminson.
Nice recovery there by Perez. We got a nice volley here going.
Incredible volley.
That does not go out, unfortunately, there for Sterling.
Wow.
It's now a 1-point game.
Probably the best volley of the day, and you know there was a lot that went on there. You had Cinnaminson getting it through that double block to ultimately get the point. Perez with some great saves there in the middle of that volley. And we're going to get number 4 here. That's Alex Arnold with the serve. And this is the girl that Cinnaminson wants in there. She leads the team in aces with 44 coming into this game.
A nice job there by Herman.
Yeah, that's a big point. That's not only big for Sterling getting the point, going up by 2, 23-21, but you get Arnold out of the serve position, probably equally as helpful to Sterling here in an effort to finish this one off.
So Sterling just needs 2 here for the division title. Herman sends it over. That ball, Sterling's with it, just needs 1 more.
Yeah, and a great job. You've been too strong on the other side. Great job of reading what is going on, setting themselves in position. We're Sterling really playing well right now in an effort to close this one out.
So Sterling just needs one more here for the division title. They lead at 24-21. And Cinnaminson stays alive.
You knew, Brian, they weren't going to go away easy.
They're not going to go away just like that.
Cinnaminson draws within 2.
(24-22). Sterling here on top of Cinnaminson. It'll be Sarah Glisson to serve. Never mind. A timeout called there. You can follow Sterling TV 19 here on our Instagram. You can see some behind-the-scenes photos of Tech Crew, sporting events, and much more. We got it all, baby.
Doing the games with masks on seems like that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that seems like a foreign concept at this point.
Right.
So Sterling up 24-22 here in Game 3.
And what a job Sterling did. I can't stress enough the importance of getting Arnold out of the serve position. 44 aces coming into this match. And Sterling's just been really tough at the net, especially late in this game. I think that's a big reason why you're looking at him right now with the chance to finish this one out up 24-22 in game number 3. And if Sterling wins this, we will have a post-game show to follow.
1 point for the division title. I cannot stress that enough. Nice recovery there by Herman. Stays in. A 1-point game now. As Cinnaminson's trying to battle back.
Wow, and they really earned that one. You know, Sterling was tough at the net, got it to that far corner right there, or the near corner, I'm sorry, and just got it right in the right spot.
Nice job by Cinnaminson to keep it going. Set up there for Herman.
They're going to get a good set.
And the point goes to Cinnaminson, and we are tied.
And with the way these games have been going, we shouldn't be surprised.
Exactly.
That this ended up happening the way it has. Strong at 1 point, up 24-21, and we have Cinnaminson fight back and tied at 24.
Sterling will get the point there. So again, they have to win it by 2. So just because they have 25 doesn't mean it's over.
Yeah,
they need another point.
But a good job of Lincoln being in position had it going over the net.
So Sterling with a 25-24 lead. 1 point can do it, but a point by Cinnaminson keeps it going.
Job by Perez reacting.
And just not a very good hit. That's unfortunate. Ties it up at 25.
Yeah, look at Perez get over there, shift over. And just, yeah, you're right, that is unfortunate.
It's off Alexa Lincoln.
Lincoln's been outstanding at the net all game, and especially here at the end. Just a tough break there.
So none up here at 25. Again, the team who wins needs to win by 2. Herman can't get it over. Cinnaminson takes the lead. It's now 26-25, and a timeout called by Sterling.
Just outstanding play on both sides. You know, we saw a missed hit right there, but that's been few and far between. The miscommunication on both teams has been few and far between. Just outstanding play by both teams. Both teams playing well as they get towards the end of the season. It'll be tough to see either team lose this.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's been a hard-fought game by both sides. And it's starting to get loud here in the gym. 26-25, Cinnaminson on top. They need a point to win it. Sterling with a point can keep it going. Here's the serve. Nice recovery. No, Sterling gets the point. And we're still going.
A real good fake set here by Barker. It was a little early on, and I don't think Cinnaminson ever got themselves in sync in that volley, and it led to Sterling getting the point.
So here's Giannotti to serve here for the Knights. Tied at 26, something you don't see often. Division is on the line. Not a good hit. So Sterling gets the point. They lead at 27-26. 1 point for the division.
Giannotti serving with a chance to end it.
Keeps it going. Nice recovery there. Giannotti sends it over. Set up for Conway, and it can't go over.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's one Laurel Conway gets over the net almost every time. They had the double block there, but just an unfortunate miss hit for Laurel Conway, who's had an outstanding game.
I don't even know if we'll ever be able to get a 2-point lead at some point. It's just been point after point after point by different sides. Nice block, able to keep things going. For Cinnaminson, and Cinnaminson gets the point. They now lead at 28-27.
Yeah, and you're seeing, well, we said Sterling got their points with tough play at the net, pulled away at times, but you're seeing tough play at the net back and forth by both teams, really countering what the other team is trying to do.
Nice recovery. Hits the top of the gym ceiling. And Sterling gets the point. We're knotted up at 28.
The Philly second game should be starting soon, right? Right, Brian?
That's for sure.
Are we?
The NLDS will be done and we'll still be here.
Yeah. Good back set over double block.
And that's a bit too much. Sterling gets the point. 29-28 Knights.
Well, Perez with a chance in the serve position again to end it for Sterling.
Yeah.
We're broken records here.
A chance to win the division. There, and Sterling's got it! Sterling is your division champs. Oh, wow. 30-28, your final in game 3.
What a great job by Sterling, getting a good set to Laurel Conway, and she just buried it. For the game win, the match win, and the conference.
So we will be here for a post-game show as Sterling will take the division and the win here today, 30-28, in probably the best volleyball game I think I've ever watched.
Yeah, just outstanding play by both teams, especially, Brian, with the way that last game ended. One you hate to see anybody lose, but obviously we like seeing Sterling win.
So some post-game show action will come up right after this. Sterling takes game 3.
on schoolwork for over an hour now. I only have to submit this last assignment and I'll finally be done. Who's messaging me? I don't know who this is, but I guess I'll just do what she wants and then I'll go to bed.
What?
It's got you all excited. I have a date with this girl I met on Instagram earlier this week. This is my first time meeting her in person, though.
You just met this girl yesterday, and you're already going on a date with her?
You're crazy, man. You gotta be careful. Whatever, man. You guys just may have a date tonight.
What is I need to use the potty.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, you can.
I wasn't even gone for that long.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a...
Redmond's Revenge!
Susie Banks? Shaw McLear?
What are you guys even talking about? Those are both myths.
Get out of here.
Set your affirmations, aspirations. Out to do the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take 'em. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake...
Young man, they try to tell you.
We try to tell you.
Back here with our stars of the game in a thrilling match. Laurel, did you ever think that last game was going to end?
No, I was nervous, but I knew that we could work as a team and work together and push through and get those last 2 points to win.
And you know what? In those last points, very long volleys. Walk us through what happened there at the end when you got the last kill for the win.
We just had to make sure that everything was perfect, and we all had to make sure we knew our positions, and that we all had to have a lot of trust in each other so that everything went right.
Seems like everything you just said is something that you guys have improved on in the last game from the last time we had you guys here till now. What's been the difference over the last few games?
There's definitely the biggest difference you can see is how we work together, because you just flow so much better together when you're working as a team. It's more fluent. Everybody can work together, know their spots, their positions. It just looks better, and you can tell too.
Yeah, no doubt, it looked better to us too. And I'll go to Aaliyah. Talk about how well you guys were at the net with some of the double blocks and just ordering how they were playing on the other end.
I feel like a lot of our touches, we were getting a lot of touches on blocks, and we've been watching their film, and we know how they can hit. And even if it was going between, we knew we were right there, and we knew how to fix our blocks and everything. So that was really a game changer in that match.
And is that something you feel like you've improved on and, more importantly, worked on in practice, what you guys do at the net?
Yeah, we've definitely gotten better from the beginning of the season. We barely got touches on anything, and now we're getting touches on almost everything and reading hits and their arm where they're going, and it's gotten a lot better.
Jordan, I know you had some good serves there. It looked like you tried to serve far and get it, far to the back. Is that something you've always been trying to do, or was it a strategy you did with looking at what was going on the other end?
Well,
Well, I knew that they weren't covering deep as much, so it was kind of just like a strategy based on the team more.
Where your experience kicks in, where you know how to read what's going on?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you have to read the team to know where to go. It's not the same thing every time.
So you guys talked about being in a situation where some girls are getting more playing time as this year than they had in years past. Is that something that has gradually forced you guys to learn how to communicate better and something you guys are getting better at this point?
It definitely has, because coming from like the JV level to the varsity level is like a huge change. So it definitely took us a while to work together, especially having so many people come up to play this level. But once you play other teams with with good experience, it starts to like make you develop too. Yeah.
It's got to be a good boost of confidence considering where you guys were at some points, having some tough matches to now. Talk about your performance today and how that's going to help you guys move forward and carry it on as you get towards the playoffs.
Well, we've seen like on Friday, like after our big match against Township, we kind of fell in our last match because we were kind of tired and we weren't feeling it. But we know like today we had to push through and we had to keep smiling through every single point, whether we won or lost, no matter how tight it was. We had to just stay together and energy up all the time.
Yeah, our energy, yeah, it definitely makes like a huge difference. Like if our energy's down, we don't play good. If our faces look like we don't want to play, we're not going to play good. It's like all work together, hype each other up. It doesn't work if we're not excited.
You talk about exhausting. Watching that last match was exhausting. Is that when team chemistry comes through with the way you guys were able to pull that one out?
Definitely. It definitely is. And same with like our team energy. You have to keep the energy up, even though everybody's so tired. If you lose your energy, then you're going to lose the game. That's why you need to work together and keep your energy up no matter what.
That was definitely evident, and we thought a key part of what you guys were able to do. Ladies, thanks for coming on with us. Congratulations on the big win, and best of luck the rest of the way. Okay, thanks. And we're going to talk to Coach Bill Scully. You can just come right over here, Coach. Wow, this was just a well-played match on both ends. And I know, when I talked to you before, we talked about some growing pains that your team went through. You got to be proud of your team with the quality of play that you saw today compared to the last time we saw you guys. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about them being very young, and we did battle Cinnaminson to 3 games last time, and it was close every game, and they knew this match mattered. And it would have been real easy for them when it wasn't going well, especially in the 3rd game, to kind of pack it in, if you will. But they stood together. They were dynamite in just making sure they were smart in every action they did. And that says something going forward. We're going to miss a lot of the senior leadership, but a lot of the younger girls who were on that court are going to take this experience with them for next year.
You as a coach have to preach certain things when your team's down, and you talked about the leadership. Talk about the leaders kind of carrying your message out and ultimately getting you to the point where you got to today.
Yeah, I mean, we'll call a timeout and we'll go over things we need to work on. But by and large, it's they were so amped up for this one that I didn't even have to go out probably, and they knew the message. They could have relayed my message verbatim. They were just so intense, wanting to commit to each other, play for each other, not just with each other. Having the support of the super fans and the parents, and especially the young ladies in our uniforms on the bench, just cheering them on. I think it brought them over that easily, it could have went bad, but they got over that hurdle and they wound up pulling it through, which was wonderful to see. Extraordinarily proud of their effort. They were just there for each other through good or bad. Girls couldn't breathe on the court, banged up knees, limping around, and they knew it was going to be a war with Cinnaminson. It always is. They're a fantastic program. Their coach is wonderful, but today they just happened to be the ones who pulled out a dynamite win.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And and you said it well, hard fought for win. Hey, usually we ask you what's ahead, but you know what? Just worry about celebrating this one. You can worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah, we told the girls in the hallway, just not even talking, just relish this. We'll talk later.
I heard that. Well, congrats, Coach. Thanks for coming on with us. Okay, and we will take it back to Brian at the desk.
So we want to thank you all so much for joining us. Upcoming TV schedule this Wednesday, tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the football field. Girls soccer will take on the Collingswood Panthers. And then next Tuesday, a week from today, boys soccer will take on the Haddonfield Bulldogs. That'll actually be on the soccer field. So that is our upcoming schedule, as we want to thank you all for tuning in to watch this incredible match. I want to thank Kevin Schulz for joining me. Thank you for all the tech crew and Mr. K as well.